3D action adventure game, a sci-fi theme. And basically there's 20 planets, and you go through the planets and have different missions. We're kind of right in the middle of this mission called The Chase. Basically, in this universe or solar system, you have these things called power crystals, and they kind of power almost everything, so a lot of the missions involve collecting the power crystals or capturing them. The overall story is your character is returned to the solar system after 10 years of exploration, and his former commander is now the emperor of the star system, and he has gone a little bit crazy. And so what you need to do in this game is defeat which is no match for our space tank. You control using the stylus. You can also use buttons if you want, but the stylus control is pretty smooth, and it acts kind of like a joystick. Basically, we've got a timer, so we need to get this guy before the timer runs out. He's not going too fast, but we need to escape him. Come on. You're not going to fail my power button. Basically, use the buttons to shoot in this mode, or the control pad with your right hand over the hand. As you, there's a lot of different kinds of missions. There's a walker enemy who's ignoring me though. Come on. Okay, so I got him. Get the power crystal. Now I need to take this to the power silo. Power the planet up. Power plant. And throughout the game you have a little robot helper who gives you hints and tells you where to go. And also reveals the storyline. You also get a score and a rank at the end based on what you do. There's a lot of side missions that you can do in order to get higher score, and there's a lot, if you go for just all-out destruction of everything, you'll get a higher score as well. So you get a little bit of storyline here. Yeah, so here's your commander. He's now the emperor, and basically he's taken over the planet by basically getting a monopoly on the power crystals. So we'll kind of go through this pretty quick. You can read this when you have to. There's a lot of story, and some of it's pretty humorous. The robot, which is kind of a character, is X-Scape. He's pretty chatty as well, as you can see. He thinks he's human. So we completed that mission. Basically, as you play, you'll get upgrades for your tanks, you'll get missiles, the ability to fly at will, some other things that are going to help you complete some other missions, and actually you can go back and explore the planets and see about things you might have missed. So here we need to get 2 power crystals to open that gate that showed up. There's one up there. I need to shoot that switch, and that brings the structure down. So there's little puzzle elements like that in the game too. Some of the buildings, this radar shows you where you are and where the enemies are and other objectives are. There's also these little symbols here that show buildings that are hackable. Your tank can ride up next to them and get information. It's mainly storyline information, but sometimes it will be something that's beneficial for your mission. Basically, you go up next to these buildings and you hack them, and it tells you a little bit of storyline. Okay, so that one's not opening again. These early missions, he's trying to teach you all the different capabilities, so he wants you to look at the star map, so you know do that, or he wants you to go farther. The star chart shows all the different planets that you can go to. As you visit all these planets, there's 20 different ones, you'll open these warp tunnels that allow you to travel back and forth, and some of the missions require you to visit multiple planets and find out a lot of different things. So hopefully that will satisfy him, that I look at the star map. Now I need to find the other power crystal. We can go to another planet, I can show you one of the tunnels. crystal. So that's a warp gate. It goes to another planet. And I'll go through it. So first I need to activate with the power crystal. Now connecting the tunnels are these warp, connecting the planets, I'm sorry, are the warp tunnels. And these, you fly through these. You have a time limit, and I'm going to be cutting it close. There's enemies in here too. There's also things that will give me more time, which I'm going to need. Very tricky. Yeah, I would see this tunnel again. No, I made it. Second spare. So some of that was pretty easy tunnel, but some that are really so each of the planets has a little bit of different color scheme, a different kind of look and feel. There's inhabitants, there's enemies that look like humanoid walkers, gorillas, there's giant robot crabs, there's flying enemies, your tank can also fly. I need 4 power crystals to open that gate, so there's one. I mean, that one is just trickier one. Enemies that are shooting at me. Flying. They're shooting at me. To this thing. So they're not too bad. So now we can use that warp gate. So I'll put that in. And use my power crystals. We'll probably have to go back to that planet at some point to do a mission. But for now, we're just passing through. Gotta get some of these. Ouch. I'm not sure what my DS is on right now. Okay, so this mission is different bombs. There's several bombs that I have to find and shoot. I'm going to get missiles, so it'll teach you how to use those. I need time bombs. They won't. My normal laser won't affect them, so that's why I need to get some missiles. That's just great. A little horror, the horror. The other one was